bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Kick it and go, kick it and go.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And some space here. And down to the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. They'll try and run it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a get the football back. Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They're inching closer and closer to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Herbert, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
A 10-yard gain.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and put us a fourth down.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on 4th down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. On 4th and goal, Kelly stopped up. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run. Sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Carr gives to Richard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Now Carr. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion. Exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got a first down and inside midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 48-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
10 at the 34-yard line.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, it's Jackson, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A 30-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
4-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 44. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. The final shot before break. Herbert, he's going to look downfield for Henry. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. attack. Brings up second down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run on first down with Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he gets a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. It's complete. Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Yard line.
We see our first touchdown of the game. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Jackson.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Chargers 10. Raiders nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. The Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
On 1st down, Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Complete. Richardson has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Kelly. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On the end around, here comes Williams. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
16-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Carr. The quick slant, Carr. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And
7. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Maurice Hurst.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And 9.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Carr. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. James with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll go again with Kelly. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Herbert now to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the draw, here's Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Herbert. Takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Got a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe. But no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of
the struggles intensify as they drop to 2.